Welcome. I'm assuming that if you're here, you know nothing or not much about the American War of Independence. Well, fear not, you're in the right place. In the year 1765, the American colonies were as peaceful as a beaver-built dam. Until, of course, the British decided that tea should cost as much as a small farm. "We fought a war to protect you from the French," said King George III, adjusting his oversized wig. "So you'll have to pay your fair share." The colonists, being rather fond of their coins, weren't thrilled. First came the Stamp Act, which required taxes on every piece of paper: newspapers, playing cards, even love letters. "Why should I pay to tell dear Martha she has the prettiest bonnet in Boston?" grumbled Farmer John Adams. Not that John Adams, just a very unlucky namesake. When protests got rowdy, Britain repealed the Stamp Act but replaced it with the Townshend Acts, which taxed glass, lead, and most importantly, tea. That was the last straw, or rather the last tea leaf. In December 1773, a group of disguised colonists stormed Boston Harbor and hurled 342 chests of tea into the water. The fish were very confused, and Britain was furious. Then came the Intolerable Acts, which closed Boston's ports and made life in Massachusetts as pleasant as a porcupine in a pillow factory. By 1775, tensions boiled over at Lexington and Concord, where the first shots of the war were fired. British troops marched to seize weapons, but the colonists, armed with muskets and a newfound enthusiasm for rebellion, sent them running back to Boston. "All right, fine," said King George. "We'll just squash them properly." But things didn't go as planned. At the Battle of Bunker Hill, the British technically won, but only after losing a shocking number of men. The colonists, led by generals like George Washington, realized they had a real shot at independence. Washington kept the army together, and with help from France, who loved any excuse to annoy Britain, the war raged on. Finally, in 1781 at Yorktown, the British found themselves trapped between Washington's troops and the French Navy. General Cornwallis, out of options, surrendered. The war was over, America had won, and thus, a scrappy bunch of colonists, fueled by tea-fueled rage and a stubborn belief in liberty, became a new nation. King George sighed, ordered another cup of tea, and vowed never to underestimate a group of people with strong opinions about taxes ever again.